Now look, I know that there's so much confusion when it comes to which is the best online business to start for beginners in 2025 because there are so many options and quite frankly, that can be very overwhelming. Now the truth is, it took me years of trial and error trying out a bunch of different broken business models before I stumbled upon what actually works. I went from being a broke, lower middle class kid who is hungry for success to making over $1,000 a day in profit working from home in my bathrobe. And no, I don't trade stocks, I don't run some complicated tech company, I didn't have rich parents to get started, hell no, I didn't sell t-shirts or dropship phone cases. I run a simple online business that solves the problems for people. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do the same thing step by step. So if you listen closely and actually apply what I'm about to share, this could be the moment that changes your life. I know because it changed mine and the lives of countless people I've shared this with. Let's get one thing clear right now. The goal of starting a business isn't to sit on a beach while money magically appears in your account. That's fake, come on. The real goal is freedom. The freedom to wake up when you want. The freedom to live where you want. Freedom to take care of your family, to travel, eat good food, and enjoy life without constantly worrying about bills. You're not doing this so you can retire at 65 and finally start living. You're doing this so you can have real money now while you're still young and can enjoy it. You don't want to waste the best years of your life working a job you hate just to survive. And let me tell you something most people don't get. You can always make more money, but you can never get more time. Once it's gone, hey, it's gone. And that's why waiting, overthinking, and watching horrid how to start a business online kind of videos without doing anything is actually the worst possible thing you could ever do. Now, before we dive into what works step by step, we need to talk about what doesn't work, because there's a lot of bad advice out there, and if you follow it, you won't waste your time and probably lose a lot of money too. I know because I did. Now, first up is dropshipping. This is where you resell cheap stuff from websites like AliExpress or Wish using your own little online store. Now, it sounds cool at first, but in reality, it's a mess. The products take forever to ship. You make just a tiny bit of money per sale, and there are thousands of people selling the exact same thing as you. It's like trying to sell water in a rainstorm. It's way too crowded and you barely make any profit. Then there's print on demand. That's when you design t-shirts or mugs, phone cases, and someone else prints and ships them for you. Now again, it sounds super simple, but after all the costs and fees, you're left with pocket change, not to mention how to get sales in the first place. Now the same thing goes for flipping stuff on eBay. It might work once or twice, but it's not consistent. It's not really something that you can scale into a real business, something that makes you $5,000, $10,000 a month, and that allows you to replace the income you make with your job and make even more. Now what about investing in stocks or crypto? Well, if you're already rich, sure, maybe. But if you're starting with a few $100 to a few $1,000s, it's not going to get you anywhere fast. You need something that actually brings in cash consistently. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots feed up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. So here's the truth. If you want to make real money online, you need a cash flow business. That means a business that actually puts cash in your bank account right away, not something that's only worth money later in the future. A lot of people chase these huge startup dreams where maybe they will get rich if someone buys their company one day. That's not what we're trying to do here. You're not trying to build the next Facebook or TikTok. You're just trying to get paid now, as quickly as possible, so you can live well and build up from there. And the best way to do that, hands down, is by selling either a high-ticket service, digital product, or coaching offer. So let me explain what that means really simply. A high-ticket service means you do something valuable for someone and they pay you a lot for it. High ticket is at least $1,000 up to $10,000 and plus. For example, you might run ads for a small business or build a website, or even just manage their social media because it takes quite a lot of time, or write blog posts for them. You don't need to do everything yourself. You can hire someone else to do the work, or leverage AI tools and you just handle the client part. That's what we call arbitrage, and I'll explain more about that in just a second. Now, your other option is coaching or digital products. With coaching, it typically means you help people to solve a problem by showing them the way, like helping someone to lose weight because you can't do it for them, or getting more customers, or feeling more confident. Now, it's very important for you to know you don't have to be the world's best at something to help others. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the person and able to guide them through a problem that you've already solved. What's amazing about these high-ticket businesses is how little you need to get started. You don't need a fancy office. You can do everything remotely. You don't need a bunch of tools. The startup cost is virtually nothing. And the best part is, the profit margins are crazy good. Let's say someone pays you $2,000 for a service. If you deliver it yourself, most of that is pure profit. Even if you hire someone to help, you're still keeping a big chunk of the money. Most of it, in fact. Now, compare that to dropshipping, where you sell a product for $50 and keep maybe $5 after all costs. You'd need to make hundreds of sales, if not thousands of sales, to hit your goal. But with high ticket, you would need just 2 or 5 customers. That's it. If you have 5 customers at $2,000, that's $10,000 per month. Let me say that again so it really sinks in. 5 customers at $2,000 each, that's $10,000 per month in your pocket. That's more than most people will ever make at their jobs. And here's the cool part. High-paying clients are usually easier to work with. They respect your time. They do the work. They don't argue over tiny things. Cheap clients are the ones who stress you out. They want the moon for $5 and complain about everything. So not only are high-ticket clients more profitable, they're also less headache. So now, let's talk about how you actually start, step by step, even if you're brand new to this and you've never sold anything before. First, you want to pick your lane. Are you going to offer a service, or are you going to coach or do a digital product? If you already have a skill like designing, editing videos, writing, managing ads, then offering a service is a great way to go. If you've been through something like a personal transformation and you know how to help others through it, coaching might be your lane. For example, fitness, relationships, etc. Now, if you don't have a skill yet, that's okay too. You can leverage AI tools or even hire people who have the skills, and then you handle the sales, the communication, and project management. That's what we call a service arbitrage model. You're like the bridge between the client and the expert. You don't have to be the one doing the work yourself. You just need to know how to connect the dots. Next, you need to create an irresistible offer. It means you need to solve a painful problem that people really want to fix. Think about it like this. No one pays big money to solve a small inconvenience, but they will gladly pay big money to fix something that's stressing them out or holding them back, making their life hell. So for example, instead of saying, I'll help you feel motivated to go to the gym, which no one wants, say, I'll help you lose 10 pounds in 90 days without giving up your favorite foods and spending hours in the gym. Instead of saying, I'll help you to grow your business, say, I will help you get 5 new clients in the next 30 days without running ads. Make the outcome super clear, make it real, because that is what people want to pay for. Now comes the fun part, talking to people. This is where most beginners get stuck, because they think they need a fancy website or a perfect sales page from day one. But guess what? Sales pages actually barely convert. Less than 1% of people who visit a sales page actually buy. I know this from leaders in the industry and even my own numbers. That means if 100 people visit your page, maybe 1 person buys. That's terrible. Because as a beginner in business, the thing you're going to struggle with the most is visibility, getting people to notice your stuff. Otherwise, you could become a millionaire in a week. I'm not joking. So you need to use the method that allows you to convert the most amount of people from that small pool of potential customers. Now, when you get someone on a sales call as opposed to a sales page, the conversation rate is way higher, usually around 20 to 30%. That means if 10 people book a call with you and show up, 2 or 3 will likely become customers. That's how I built my business, not by having the perfect website. I mean, it's not perfect, but by actually talking to people. So how do you get people on those calls? You create content. Content is how people discover you. It's how they get to know you, trust you, and want to learn more. And the best kind of content is short videos, TikToks, YouTube Shorts, but mostly Instagram Reels. They're all free, and they reach a lot of people fast. So just pick one platform, talk about the problem you solve, share tips, and invite people to message you or book a call. You don't have to be a superstar, you know? You just need to be real. People buy from people they trust. And that comes from showing up consistently and giving people some free value before they actually work with you and pay you. Once people start booking calls, your job is to listen, understand their problems, explain how you can help. and make your offer. You're not tricking them. You're not forcing them. You're simply saying, here's the problem you have, here's how I can fix it, and here's the price. That's it. Be clear, be confident, and care about the result. Really care about helping that person because they're trusting you with their money. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Then, once you have a few customers, focus on helping them to get real results. That's how you build testimonials, referrals, and long-term income. Now, if you coach, start one-on-one so you can really learn what works. Later, you can move on to group programs or even digital courses. If you offer a service, do it yourself in the beginning, then slowly outsource the work to others as you grow. At the end of the day, everything comes down to 4 steps. Get attention through content, book calls, close customers, deliver results. If you can do these 4 things consistently, you can make real money. You can quit your job. You can hit $10,000 per month. And once you do that, you can raise your prices, build systems, and scale. This is by far the best online business for beginners to start in 2025. Nothing else comes even remotely close. You don't need investors. You don't need a huge team. You don't need to wait. Just pick your lane, solve a painful problem, start talking to people, and keep going. Now, it might feel slow at first, especially if you're trying to figure it all out alone, and you might feel awkward, but it's normal. It gets easier the more you do it. And if you stay consistent, your life will look completely different just a few months from now. Now look, I know that a minority of people are going to take action and stop at nothing to win. If that's you, then click the link in the description below because I've made a video where I explain how I've made thousands of dollars per day in profit with my business, working from home in my bathrobe. And right now, we're offering a few free strategy calls with me or a member of my team to help you come up with a custom game plan to help you reach financial freedom in 90 days or less. But be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up pretty fast. And soon, we'll take the video down. So click on the link in the description below. And with that being said, I'll see you on the other side.